Shalom Aleichem, and hope you're well. And I'm sorry for the late recording, but I want to talk to you about who is this Rabbi Avardimas. I spent a few hours today trying to figure out who's Rabbi Avardimas. You see an unusual name, so it's actually an interesting debate. And I think one place to start it is what the Rebbe says about Rabbi Avardimas. Now, give me a second. So let's start with what the Rebbe said at the original Sicha. The Rebbe shared some thoughts about Rabbi Avardimas. Here we go. So the Rebbe is saying the number from the Baal HaMaimer, the person who said this, Rabbi Avardimas for Rabbi Yosef. In our Gersa in Rashi, it's Rabbi Avdimi. And in some Ksav of Rashi, it stays Rabbi Avardimas and not Avdimi. And the Rebbe says when there are Shinuye Gersais, different Gersais, and we will visit now, you want to know which one's closer to the truth. So it's understood that thus is the Gersa of Welchem Meken Gefinin Hasbara. Then chances are the correct Gersa is if you could explain how the other mistake happened. So he said if the name was Avdimi, so it's unusual to add letters to a name, Avardimus instead of Avdimi, because Avardimus is only found twice in Shas, and the name Avdimi, which is a regular name in Shas and Midrashim. So chances are that if it said Avdimi, the Bachar Zetzer wouldn't come up with this new name he never heard of, Avardimus. So therefore, it's mistaber to say, it seems logical to say that it said Avardimus. And because this is a name that's not usual, so the Bachar Zetzer getracht, so the Bachar that was transcribing, that always refers to the people who transcribed the Bachar Zetzer, thought that maybe it's a mistake, and that's why he changed to Avdimi. And also, especially even in the Ksavia that says Avdimi, you're not sure if he just wrote it in short version. So instead of writing Avdimus, he just wrote a name similar that starts with an Aleph, Beis, and Dalet, etc. And maybe the Unefsher is das Niskin Samach, no das Macht Avdimi. In other words, maybe he wasn't so clear. And maybe he just looked for a short version. So what does the Rebbe say? That it seems that his name was Avardimus. Now over there, the Rebbe is seemingly putting a certain debate to bed, like Derech Agav, because it's not so clear who's this Avardimus. So let me show you what we have over here. We have Rabbi Yossi, that's the father. And Rabbi Yossi, it says he had 5 sons. He called them Chamishan Arazim Notati. I think he said, I was only with my wife 5 times, and we planted 5 cedar trees in Eretz Yisrael. And his wife was actually a Yibum. He married this lady after his brother passed away. So who's his 5 sons? Some of them are more famous than others. Rabbi Yishmael ben Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Lazar ben Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Chalafta ben Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Avtilas ben Rabbi Yossi, and Rabbi Menachem ben Rabbi Yossi. So this is in a Tanoim in Mishnayos, and the Menachem by Rabbi Yossi seems to be also called a name Vardimas. But the question is Vardimas instead of Menachem, or this name is Avdimus instead of Avtilas? Because sometimes it's instead of Avtilas, it's Avardimus, and sometimes instead of Menachem. So. And also, is the name Vardimas or Avardimus? And the Rebbe seems to make it clear that the name is Avardimus. Now, he's also quoted other times as Rab Nachum by Yossi, as we said, if we accept that opinion. He has different statements. But what we learned in our Mishnah is that in Yerushalmi it says that when they came to ask Rabbi Yossi about Allah and Staka, Rabbi Yossi called Avardimus his son, who said, and then the other one was what we learned in our Mishnah, in our Sicha about Avardimas, but Rabbi Yossi asking why in putting Pesach Hatzeres Mikan, Rashani Kippur Mikan, to teach you that Kalanois and Leket Shechopeya, Malakilu Bana Beis Hamikdash. So who is this fellow? This fellow is seeming to be Avardimas, who is Rabbi Menachem ben Rabbi Yossi. As you can see, I was just trying to find in different places where this Avardimus is. But yeah, it seems clear that he was in the generation of Tanoim. And by the way, the Gemara on Shabbos says that why was Nachem called Vardimus? Because his face was beautiful like a vered, like a flower. That's in Shabbos Kufit Ches. So vered, the rose. How that turned into Avardimus, I don't know. But as you can see, even something small like the name of a Tana can be an interesting discussion for us to have.